Alright, welcome back to some more Wizard101. We finished off episode 10 with the rest of the Triton Avenue story kind of shockingly quickly. All the side questing and stuff we did kind of to get you up to speed before we continue the series in Cyclops Lane. Let's get into it. This first quest I take is all the eels. Basically, it has me going to Triton Avenue, killing some eels, and then talking to Mr. Sunblade to kind of smooth things over. Super quick quest, doesn't really give me much of anything. But it is the first thing that I do. Immediately after, I take the Wayward Barrels quest. Very similar to all the eels, but instead of fighting monsters, I'm just collecting barrels. Alright, so here I'm about to do something really stupid. I decided to do the decathlon event that was going on at the time of recording. So we're just going to breeze on through this. Yeah, doing this stinking decathlon event where I'm using summon cards that I got from packs and stuff to basically summon minions to help me fight. That way, since I didn't have enough treasure cards to actually throw attacks. It was a stupid decision. Wasted so many people's times. We could have gone further into Cyclops Lane with this. We could have actually continued the story more rather than very pointless side stuff. I mean, I obviously saved these side quest episodes for, for a longer play style just because you got to knock out everything. But by God, doing an event during a special event that rotates and is not necessary at all, just such a waste of time, and I feel fucking bad about that. Now here I'm doing the Scrap of Trouble quest. All I gotta do is defeat Sergeant Skullsplitter and then talk to Mr. Spitfire. This fight goes pretty smoothly. I get some good heals from my pet. We walk out, we get rid of the Screamer pretty quickly, and then Skullsplitter is quick to follow. Early on, though, we are definitely seeing the troubles with life, and that hitting hard and often is difficult, as they are primarily a support school focused on healing, so a lot of this is a bit frustrating in that regard. But I do have a pet that I'm training that hopefully will solve this issue. It's the Kookaburra pet. It gives the Leaf Storm attack, which is I think 4-pip AoE. So that will help with like farming if I have to. That will help with hitting a bunch of enemies at once. And just give me a little bit more firepower. It's a pretty common pet that a lot of life wizards use. So it's kind of boring, but it's about as good as the Dryad that I'm using if I level it up and get the right talents and stuff. But that will take some time and some effort for sure. Okay, now we're finally back in Triton Avenue. I'm finishing off the Scrap of Trouble one, talking to the Spitfire guy I have to talk to, because I wasted so much time doing the stupid event rather than actually finishing the quest in Triton Avenue. I mean, I'd soaked up a 30 or so minutes of recording doing that. Which was just dumb. So here I picked the Sniff 'em Out quest, which is one of those pet quests where you basically look for a bunch of stuff that only your pet can see. As you see, I've swapped out from the Windswept Dryad that I was using to a Courageous Bull. Kind of dumb. The Dryad that I have trained is far better than this bull, so this is kind of stupid. I think I switched back, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll see it in a little bit. Or maybe not at all. I never know. Honestly, these pet quests are really stupid. They only show up in Wizard City, I'm pretty sure. They're not really something you have to worry about long term, but they do exist. So the next quest I take here is the Haunting Questions one, which is pretty solid. So Duncan here gives me a new quest, Secret of the Cave. Basically just have to fight some guys, and then you just fight some guys and talk to them. That's all. The fights are pretty smooth. We see some spells I don't think we've seen yet, but still just sticking with the one enemy at a time. We won't be seeing the 2 enemies at a time until Colossus Boulevard, which won't be for a little bit. Okay, this next quest, we're gonna go talk to Penny Dreadful. She has like this whole thing where like there's like she loses her diary and then she goes in somewhere. It's a whole thing. But that's just kind of the end of the whole like find the small things with the pet stuff. That's all her dreadful questing stuff is about, is literally just pets, pets, pets. But I think we're seeing here that I've done all the quests that I can before heading out to Cyclops Lane, with the exception of the Kraken. So I think here I'm going to go fight the Kraken, which looks to be a pretty short fight, like about 3 minutes or so. So not that bad. We get some help, that's why. It was like, it couldn't have been 3 minutes with just me. There was help, that's why. Oh, we get fucking massive help. One of the super higher level wizards coming in. We'll just probably one-shot them. Don't know why they'd be going after the Kraken. Because he's not really good for farms, especially when you're that high level. You can farm way better bosses for skeleton keys, other things that are just... that the Kraken does drop, but there's better drop rates at higher levels. So yeah, that's it. We got all the questing done in Triton Avenue. Nothing too crazy there. Next off will be on the Cyclops Lane, and thank you all for watching.